It's always the people who want you to have the highest standards, but they can't have those standards for themselves. They're always going back on what they said in the past, but expect you to stand on everything that you always said, no matter if it was 5 minutes ago, an hour, 3 days, a week, a month, a year, etc. Welcome back, y'all, to the DeAndre Way, where we recapping the Challenge All Star 6. It's All Stars Season 4, Episode 6. I am solo dolo today because Bree is taking care of business, and I believe Atlanta doing some work. She's taking care of some business right now. I think she's in Atlanta. I got to double check, but she taking care of some business right now, getting that cheddar cheese, y'all. Make sure to still check her out and what she's doing on Bree Dots with the Z on Instagram. But she'll be back next week, and yeah, so we doing a one-on-one today. But yes, thank you for joining me. Make sure to become a member for only $5 a month and help support me and the channel to keep growing and producing better and more content because we got some good stuff on the way. If you checked out, seen the NFL draft stuff, it's been going crazy. I still got a lot more to finish uploading and it's on the way, but I overdid it a little bit. And so I'm still working on getting all that out. But we have some exciting stuff for the summer. Some very exciting stuff that I'm excited for getting rest started in a couple weeks, and you'll see. Just stay tuned. But anywho, let's get to the challenge, y'all. The challenge, episode 6. We left off with Cam and Leroy's celebrating his elimination win. So Leroy's been last place in every single challenge. Very disappointing. This brother is one of the most athletic ones on the cast. Um, this is a pretty much athletic competition for the most part, except for a few puzzles and trivia here and there. Leroy, you got to step it up, my brother. I mean, he's getting last place again today. I don't get it. I don't understand. Look, a lot of we see it today. We saw a lot of mental breakdowns, some lost in the sauces. I mean, it was all kind of sauce: applesauce, hot sauce, chipotle sauce. It was everything. And I think people just got to slow down. The key to victory isn't just running the fastest. I mean, today it kind of was, but it's just taking your time and the tortoise wins the race. But you just got to use this. This is the strongest muscle that you got. It's all about strategy. Even the elimination, it was all about strategy. And there's other strategies they could have used instead of brute strength. Could have grabbed. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. But the strategy ain't strategizing with my brother Leroy, and I hope he gets it together soon because this is getting ridiculous at this point. But yes, they celebrating his win and whatnot. And Cara says, she's talking to Ryan, and she says she's not coming for Leroy and Cam, but she had to get that lick back. And then if they come back at her again, she's gonna have to go back at them. So it's this tit for tat. It's the situations where you're trying to be neutral with someone. You're not friends, but you're not trying to go at them, but they just keep coming at you, for God knows what reason. You didn't really do anything malicious to them that you know of, but they're just looking for reasons at this point to come back at you. They're looking. And with those people, it's hard. I mean, you want to see the best in it at the end of the day, but you got to do what you got to do. Because if they're coming at you, you got to get them out the kitchen. Because you trying to make the creme brulee, and they're trying to mess up the dish. So one of two things got to swing one way or another. And I see this. It's kind of like the Infinity War. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. You see it coming, and then it's gonna come full circle eventually. I feel so. We'll see. But yeah, Cara says she still feels uncomfortable around Leroy and Cam, and that sucks because being uncomfortable around people and you have to be around them, like if someone's in your class and you're just not cool with them and you have to sit next to them, it's tough. It's very, very tough. Or you're living with someone and it's very uncomfortable to be around because there's just this awkward energy and it just won't go away until someone does. So I understand that completely. Ryan says Cara is the one to beat. He's right about that. And he's just hearing her out at this moment. So we get to Steve, and he explains how they have no phones, no newspapers, and he's reading all the shampoo bottles and he wants to do something, so he makes a Bulgarian bag and uses that as a workout. And look, I like Steve. Steve, every episode, Steve is he's showing more of himself. He's actually the most honestly relatable one in the cast, I feel, just because his sense of humor, his the way he carries himself, it's very kind of refreshing to see this kind of character on a show like this, because you got all these people who trying to be famous, who trying to be influencers, who trying to get these brand deals and that's fine, like get your money and whatnot, but if that's your persona and you're putting on an act and a show and projecting everything, it gets tiring and exhausting. And that's why a lot of the shows nowadays is just not even enjoyable to watch, because people are just doing it for the clout. But Steve, this is how he really is, and I feel like he's giving it to us real. And you know, me being on Squid Game, I understand how the whole no phones and no technology, anything to do but just talk to people is. Now, they have a lot more things to do. They got a pool, they got a pool table, they got the outdoors, they got workout equipment, they got a lot to do, but still not having that kind of access to the world as we're used to nowadays can be tough. I mean, try going out with your phone for just 24 hours. See how hard that is. You feel like, I mean, it'll be good. I think it's a good cleanse, but it's difficult. It's pretty difficult. So Steve, he's a creative dude, and I feel like he need to be on Survivor. I want this. I don't watch Survivor like that. We got the Survivor finale party coming up in a couple weeks as well. But yeah, I don't watch Survivor like that. But if Steve was on it, I would watch it. I would watch it. I think to me and the Survivor, I don't know. It's just a lot. The 2 hour episodes or hour 30 minutes. The long seasons. I think the season started in like February. It's 3 months, 4 months long. Like, I mean, the challenge kind of lasts 2 to 3 months as well. The main show. I don't know. It's just a lot, but Steve is doing what he can, getting his Survivor on essentially. And after that, you already know what time it is. It's another soap opera episode of Laurel and Nicole. Now, look, production loves this. I don't know why they like it so much. It's the only relationship going on in the house as the moment. Like, relate. I'll say that's not like married, like Cameron Leroy, because we love couple. Everyone loves to see the couples blossom and bloom and interact and whatnot. But Leroy and Cameron married, so or gonna get married, and they have a kid together. So it's a little different than like a budding. Well, I would say budding romance, but it's not budding. It's like a circus per se. A circus. We'll just call it a circus. The wishy-washy back and forth all over the place. It's a circus, Nicole. It's a circus. And I'm tired of it. Like I said, I feel like I've said this every single week. I'm tired of it. We've seen it week 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And nothing is really changing. They're talking about the same talking points. Well, we shouldn't be hanging out together. Oh, well, it's just complicated. Oh, it's confusing. Oh, I love you. Oh, I hate you. I'm like, Jekyll and Hyde, what is going on? I can't. I can't get behind it. Can't get in front of it. Can't get anywhere around it. Just get me out of it. Please. We tired, coach. We tired. But yes, it's annoying. We move on and we get to the challenge, and the challenge is basically an enhanced version of musical chairs. So they're in like this soccer stadium, it seems, and TJ basically the rules are TJ blows a horn, they run to the section he says in the stadium, and then the seat numbers in between there, and then if they get there, they're safe. Very basic, very understanding, very easy to follow. Like, I don't see how this is complicated in the least bit. I don't see where the confusion was. I was hard on Brad last week. I was upset they went so hard on him last week because it seemed like a futile mistake when the bobsleds were going super fast. But this week, Brad, I can't cut you no slack, my brother. I can't cut you no slack, bro. What was you doing? I saw like 2 or 3 seats open, and you just went right by him a couple times. And if I was Laurel, I mean, Laurel took it well too. She actually didn't go off on him like Nicole did last week. But Brad, I don't know. It ain't looking too good for Brad. I mean, he has to start thinking more. He has to start. I don't know if it's the beard. I don't know if it's all the weights. I don't know if he's using something else that's causing his mental lapses to come. But this is a serious issue. I'm concerned about him. I'm really am, because if he had a little bit of brains, he would be easily the front runner. But he just loses himself in the music the moment he wants it. Plain and simple. But yes, very simple. Everyone gets their own partner before this starts, and Cara decides to go with Jay because Ace's knee is messed up, which we didn't hear much about. But yes, he feels a little hurt about it, but he's stuck with Nicole. And Nicole's not a bad option as a partner. She's comparable, so I'll give her that. Athletic, and she's a firefighter, so she can do a lot of the physical ones no problem whatsoever, and she works out. Laurel said she's with Brad. She doesn't really care like who she's with. She's not focusing on that. She's just trying to do her best. And Brad gives her a rah-rah speech about how he gonna take over the game. Brad. Oh, Brad. But yes, Tina is with Kefla, Adam's with Flora, Veronica's with Steve, Avery's with Ryan, Jasmine is with Derek. Excuse me. And so, yes, the challenge starts, and TJ blows the horn, and they take off. And Brad and Laurel, obviously, the first, well, not obviously, but Brad and Laurel, the first one's out because Brad mishap, as I was explaining earlier. I mean, it's with everything. You guys got to stay focused. You got to stay focused. When the heat is on, it's getting hot outside, you start just losing yourself. I mean, I compare it to when I was, in Europe in the summertime, it gets mad hot. And when I was in Portugal, specifically Lisboa, and it was so hot going up and down them hills. I was just forgetting everything, and I thought I lost my keys. Thought I lost them the whole trip. I had another 2 weeks to go on this trip. And then when I get back from the trip, I find them at the bottom of my bag. Bought new headphones and everything, was freaking out. But I just lost myself in the music. That means you got to stay focused and calm and really think about what's going on. Don't let the heat get to you now. Don't let it get to you with everything, with everything. It's not always as bad as it seems, so don't freak out when things, you hit a hard patch. Just keep it moving and keep that mind flowing. But yes, Brad and Laura are out the first round. And the first round commences and finishes, and there's a handful of people who's wins the first round, but this challenge is what it is. It's not it's interesting to see like Veronica gets knocked in the ground and people are fighting and arguing, and it's mayhem with people trying to get these chairs, but it's not it's just the daily challenge. I mean, it's self-explanatory. We'll cruise on along. But yes, the first round is passed, and the second round starts. And the only advantage, so there's 2 rounds, and the only advantage the first round people get is a 30-second head start. For the second round, they have these puzzle pieces they have to grab, and they have to put together this weighted balance kind of seesaw looking thing and make them both off the ground. I don't think they have to be super even. I think they do have to be even. They have to be even. It's like a counterweight system. And yeah, they have these blocks they got to put together. So it takes some strategy also, but I think with those, if you just pick up the boxes, they should be able to feel how much they weigh. Okay, that's that way. Line them up. And then you should be okay. The least one and the heaviest. The second least one and the second heaviest. The second, third, and I feel like that would work. And then just flip-flop them. But I don't know if people are guessing and checking, which is going to take a lot longer. So I don't know. The editing it's hard to tell, but yeah, it's all over the place. But yeah, the advantage wasn't that much, 30 seconds, because there's a puzzle required, and that's equalizer. So I think it should have been more like 3 minutes or 4 minutes. That would have been better, but hey, I don't make the rules. But yes, we continue, and Nicole and Ace ultimately win the challenge. So Ace was hot and heavy for no reason at Cara. He should be happy, and she blessed him with the win. And Nicole is safe. Then Cara and Jay finished second. So the first place gets the first group. Second, third, flat second. The next 3 people to finish are in this middle group, and everyone else in the bottom group. Cara and Jay finished second. They're in the middle group. Adam and Flora finished, and Ryan and Avery finished. And so they're all in the middle group, and they're all essentially safe. And the losing groups are Veronica, Steve, Jasmine, Derek, Kefla, Tina, Laurel, Brad, Cam, and Leroy. It's got to be a record. It's Armageddon, y'all. It's Armageddon. But yeah, it was interesting. Cam and Leroy decided to be partners because usually they want to be on different teams, but I guess they just wanted to do one together because Cam wanted to go in anyways because she had a plan to get Cara a star. So maybe that was her plan. She's like, Leroy getting last. I want to be in last. Let me try and just see what happens, and maybe she got her wish, So that's what settings that what happened, and yeah, that's there. Leroy's last place again, but people wasn't clowning him this episode, and so TJ announces that 2 women and 2 men will be nominated, so it's a double elimination. I seen this coming. There's too many people, y'all. I think there's only 12 episodes. We have a lot of people left, and we're halfway through the season already. People should have seen this coming. I mean, it seems like we had one already, I think, earlier, but so they're coming at a higher clip. But yeah, people are not upset, especially the guys, because we just had a guy elimination, and Leroy might have to go back to back, which is crazy. But Steve says he feels bad because he put Veronica at the bottom because he was her partner. Look, Steve, don't feel bad. Veronica could do that by herself. No offense, Veronica, I love you, but she been getting last place, bro. She ain't been in the top group or the middle group really like that. So he should be all right. But they get back to the house, and Cara and Jay are talking about who they should send in. Cara wants to send in Jasmine and Veronica, but Jay doesn't want to say Jasmine's name. And so, look, Jay, he's doing well in this channel. He looks like one of the stronger guys. But I see both points. Jay wants to keep his friends. Cara wants to get rid of the numbers of others. She doesn't really have like a big group with her like Jasmine does. But hey, it's the survival of the fittest at this point. So if Jay wanted to, he could have overtook Cara on her opposition and say, "No, I'm not doing that. Period. Point blank. You can go kick rocks or whatever." But he knows Cara is too strong of a competitor to piss off, and seeing what powers she can do. So if your ally is at risk, she got to go get her star and earn her stripes. You know, she got to earn it. And you know, that's the benefit of having a strong allies. They're going to be able to be in positions to make these moves. When you're weaker ones, you're always trying to save. That's why I was saying Rachel need to be with, you know, make sure she has a good relationship. She was with Cara, uh, but also, you know, other people as well outside of Veronica and Tina, even though they're her girls, like, she's going to have to risk saving them a lot. And, you know, she's out the game. Not because of that particularly, but it's you just got to make sure you got some strong people around you in this kind of game, at least the beginning phase. And then when you get to the near the middle endish, then you can start kind of using the moves as you weigh because it's crunch time. But you at the halfway point, you still need your strong allies there. So Jay was smart to kind of sway with Cara in the grand scheme of things. But yes, Cara realizes that Jasmine is overprotected in the house. She has allies here, there, everywhere, over the hill, and under through the woods settings. She's connected everywhere, which I'm surprised about. I didn't realize. I mean, I guess Jasmine is cool with Laurel for I don't know how, but they compete on the same seasons. She was cool with Cam and Leroy. She was cool with Brandon, of course. She was cool with Kefla. She's cool with I don't know how about Avery. I don't think she's cool with Avery like that, but she's in like that middle group. But then I can see how she is, but I don't see why she's so highly protected if she's not really winning. I don't think she won a competition, so or a challenge at all, like flat out. But yeah, I was smart of Clara to clock this and realize her biggest op needs to go out, or one of her biggest ops needs to go out next because she's just gonna skate through. And if Jasmine has any say so, Cara is going in every single time. So I think she knew that whatever she had to do is she couldn't let Cam steal her star. That was her main objective, is not to get the star stolen. She's not worried about competing against anyone in a final, I don't think. It's nothing to do with that. It's just she's worried about her star. And the only thing that could hamper her from competing in the final is the star being her not having a star. Because I think she wins most eliminations, but if she gets blocked out, then she's screwed. So that was on her mind. And Jasmine soon calls Cara a hypocrite because Cara is upset that Jasmine has a lot of friends in the house. How is she a hypocrite? How is she a hypocrite? Was Cara upset that I don't get how she's a hypocrite. Because Cara's not really looking for nobody but herself, really. She's has no friends like that like you do. I don't believe Cara has made any. Maybe the Rachel deal is that's it, if that's what she's referencing, but I don't know. I don't know. But she's pretty vulgar with her disdain towards Cara. Just chill, Jasmine. Just chill, Jasmine. Just chill. Come on now. The black, we falling like flies. You can't be putting these targets out there, man. Come on. So Kevin makes a call home to his wife, and usually when I see these call homes, I kind of know what that means on this show. I'll just leave it at that. I just wish they would kind of spread that out and not make it so obvious. But hey, it is what it is. We soon get back to Laura and Nicole. Nicole tells Laura to pull down her pants, and then they start doing some craziness, y'all. Some craziness. It's getting X-rated up in here. No pun intended. But dang, we need to keep it on X, because I don't know what's going on. They might need to make a challenge X for them. So they on some other time. I don't know, but they on some other time. People are like Ryan and like somebody else. I think Veronica was joking about it. I'm like, y'all, weren't y'all the ones crying about it the previous episode? So stop the cap. Stop the cap. And so the game discussion it's going, and Cam tells Jay and the other people that they can vote Cam herself and Tina in, and the reason is because she wants to steal Cara's star, and only Cam, Tina, and Laurel are the only ones up for elimination without a star. And she's fine going in, but she knows Laurel. She says Laurel has the votes to keep her safe, so she just wants to make it easy on everyone to pick Tina. Cam, I love you, but come on. We not that naive, Cam. We know you really don't want to go against Laurel like that. You know that. Come on, Cam. Why would you want to go against Laurel? Don't act like you just say that, hey, I don't want to go against her. I want to go against Tina because I think I can beat her. Cam is hiding a lot of the reasons what she really feels. And I just want you to be transparent and upfront. It's okay. I won't be scared to go against Laurel too. She is tall. She is a giraffe. I was said in the episode. But just be real, Cam. Just be real. Come on now. I know. Especially Cam could beat any of the other girls in there of the wash. It'd be simple for her, but Laurel wouldn't be so easy. It wouldn't. So it's just crazy that we just seeing a lot of a mirror force going on right now. If you've seen you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, she's trying to say that, and I didn't buy it, but she tells that to Jay, and she's hoping her plan can work to do that, to steal. I do think she wants to steal Cara's star, but I don't think she wants to go against Laurel. But yes, soon it's time for the nominations. And so the votes end up being for the guys, Kefla versus Steve. Pretty much everyone voted for that, essentially. It wasn't much discussion. But the women's deliberation was a little bit more spicy. It ultimately ended up being Jasmine versus Veronica, with everyone doing the biddings of Cara, because originally I believe it was going to be Tina and Cam. And Cara was like, hold up. Time out. Time out. She's like, look, y'all, don't do what Cam wants you to do. Why would you throw her in because she wants to get thrown in? Because she's going to steal my star. Now, everyone else could have stood up and said, look, Cara, we don't care about your star. But they don't want the wrath of Cara coming back against them. That's why they flipped the votes. And Cara was able to do that by herself with no help. I mean, Adam kind of was like, I ain't doing that. But if it wasn't for Cara, it would have been Tina versus Cam. And then Cara's star would have been gone. Then she had to go back into elimination to get her star back because she know nobody's going to steal a star for her. Smart gameplay. Smart, very smart, and very persuasive. And everybody can be mad at, oh my gosh, I can't believe she done that. Flora was saying something, and Ryan, I think, but y'all have your own votes. She's not forcing you to do anything. She's just persuading you to. And y'all fail for the persuasion. You can't blame Cara for playing a good game and being the social queen. You can't do it. I mean, look, if that's like the government convinces you, oh, vote for me, and I'll do this and that and that and this, and that's on you if you believe them or not. And if you fall for a trick and a trap, you can't blame nobody but yourself. Now, it's a democracy. We have multiple votes in here, but your vote probably, it could have had an effect on that. Now, you got to live with decisions you make, but you can't vote phone way and be mad about it. You can't be mad someone persuaded you to do something and you fell for it. Come on now. It's like these people persuading, like the advertisements all on TV, persuading you to buy these things. You buy it, it's not what you thought. Well, they did a good job. It's kudos to them for convincing you to buy that product or whatever it is. So Cara should be working sales because she sold that. And I mean, if it was intimidation factor, great too, whatever it does. I don't know. But she took care of business, and everyone should respect that, I think. You can't be mad at her because she persuaded you to do something or somebody else. It is what it is. Be more persuasive yourself and get your own agenda across so somebody else can't. Yes, the group is upset. They feel like she orchestrated this to save herself. Well, duh. Who else she gonna say? Ryan isn't pleased because she make it seem like she's the Cara show. Well, it is the Cara show, honestly, because Ryan, you ain't been doing nothing all season. You just been chilling. I don't know what. I ain't barely. You might have had 5 confessions all season. Cara's running this show, and she's showing you why. And y'all want to gang up on her and be like that, so be it. But that's why y'all keep going by the wayside. And Ryan, just relax, brother. You in a good spot. Don't mess it up. Cam is upset because she's not running. She's not going to the elimination, and she didn't get what she wanted. She said Cara Maria's pawns are playing her game. Well, Cam, your pawns are playing your game. Brandon, Jasmine, to get Ayana out. What's the difference with Cara trying to get people to keep her star safe? The hypocrisy. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Nicole called her a clown in a circus. How ironic, Nicole. You calling Cara a clown in a circus, but you're the one running around with your ex doing God knows what in that house, flipping a floppity, mad, love, fighting, playing, doing all these things. That sounds like a circus to me. And you're calling her weird, like Nicole. You all acting like weirdest in the whole house, putting this awkward energy out there. I thought you guys hated each other and didn't want to talk to each other. And the next second, you're best friends again, and you're understanding, and you don't want them to go home. Like what? That come on, Nicole. That is, she losing herself. She lost herself already by the moment she started acting up a Laurel. So Nicole, stop it. You're the last one in the house to be calling anyone a clown in a circus. But it's time for the elimination ceremony. Everyone's trying to go in on Cara at this moment. I don't get it. Y'all think it's funny. Y'all look like clowns because y'all just following each other and being mob mentality. Don't like it. Don't support it. Play your own game, y'all, and don't try and jump on what everyone else is doing. But yes, obviously Ace does not decide to go down in elimination because it's a physical one, and so, but Nicole, she's like, oh, I see this physical, and it's Jasmine and Veronica. I can be both of them. I'm going down. So initially, I'm shook right now. I was like, oh wow, Nicole actually is gonna do it. She's about that life. Because I mean, it's smart of her. Like, you got a star, you're good. But now it's time to pick who she wants to replace, and she initially picks Jasmine, and so I was like, pick Jasmine, blah blah blah. Whoop, you're good. I was like, oh, interesting. I wonder why. I mean, it wasn't super a lot of reasons why she said Jasmine. She just asked the girls to convince themselves why they should be coming up, and it gets kind of cut a lot about the real reasons why. But Jasmine convinces her somehow, and she's up there. So it's Veronica versus Nicole. So I'm like, okay, cool. Nicole's gonna watch Veronica easy. Maybe Veronica, she got some weight, but I don't think she got it like that. But then once down there, they deliberate, talk. Veronica says, whispers in sweet nothings in her ear or something. It convinces her to switch with Jasmine. Now I was like, hold up. And then TJ's like, okay, go ahead, switch. Is that what you want? I ain't never seen that before. I've never seen somebody down elimination and then they could change their minds on who they're facing. It's crazy to me. Crazy. Never seen it. I don't know what's going on. I didn't know they was gonna let that fly. I think they wanted another sister to go home quickly. I don't know what it was. They trying to, get the brothers and sisters out of Africa quick. They trying to do it quick because they getting them Wakanda powers. But I don't know. That was crazy. I didn't think it was fair, but it happened. I don't think you should be able to change your mind. I think once the decision made, it's made. That seems a little too loosey goosey because the rules just seem like they're all over the place. But that's what happened, y'all. And Nicole, it's now Nicole versus Jasmine. Everyone was shook. And so Veronica did tell Nicole that she's not working with Cara, and she could say whatever she wants. I mean, I think Veronica was working with Cara because Cara replaced Nicole with Tina and Veronica. So I don't know. But anyways, the guys started out first, Kefla and Steve. Tough fought match, but Kefla, I believe his hamstring goes out essentially, and Steve wins. It's kind of quick. And Nicole goes in against Jasmine. She makes light work of Jasmine. It's not really competition. 1, 2, boom, you out. Quick elimination, not super dramatic. It was obvious. I mean, it was obvious on the women's side who's going to win. Men's side, Steve, he's a wrestler. I didn't know that. He was a wrestler, so he got the technique down. And it takes technique and strategy to win this, and that's what Steve had. Nicole really didn't need much. He just plowed her over. So Steve gives his second star to Ace, and now the star holders are Veronica, Steve, Leroy, Ace, and Nicole. Veronica, Steve, Leroy, Ace, Nicole, and Cara. Two more two more black people went home essentially. So that's it. Episode 6. Interesting episode. Nothing essentially crazy went on, except for the elimination switch up. I never seen that before. Quality episode. I give it 7.5 out of 10. Still shows entertaining and whatnot, but it's I miss Ayana still, y'all miss it. But yeah, I think the Cam and Kara storm is soon to compound, compound and become something wild, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes down. But yeah, y'all, that was a interesting episode, to say the least. Nicole need to stop, stop going at people like calling them weird and clowns because you're the biggest one. But yeah, y'all, thank you for joining me on the recap of the Challenge All Star Season 4, Episode 6. We will be back next week with Episode 7. We out here, y'all. Peace, blessings, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all.